difference is the crowd. Obviously a bit more balanced in terms of rooting interest than we would see in the postseason.
Clock at 6. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Neesmith can't get it to go. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Houston. And it seems unthinkable at this point, but they've won 26 games in a row.
Well, this winning streak is absolutely incredible, and it's been interesting to see the number of different ways they can beat you. They go on big scoring runs, they've got great ball pressure and rim protection, or some nights they just shoot you out of the building with their three-point shooting. What a team to watch.
For the three, look at number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Ahmed will blow right by you.
Shots good by Siakam.
And this is the attack mindset you want to see coming into the game.
You knew they were going to be aggressive, and now you see them executing that. Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
And it just seems like the Pacers have really shaken up the league, Greg, with their fast-paced, aggressive style.
Well, Tyrese Halliburton and Pascal Siakam, 2 star players who thrive in this up-tempo style. And if you look at the roster around them, the pieces fit.
Pass to Siakam. Indiana moving it around. Bangs home the trifecta. Matherin's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Pacers.
And for a classic 2-guard like Matherin, you have to knock down threes with consistency.
MP passes to Şengün. Back to MP. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Reigns.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against Minnesota was a man on a mission. He dropped 50 points, and he made a significant contribution from beyond the arc, as usual. A reminder of the amazing things that he's capable of on any given night. It'll be hard to match that tonight, but he'll try. Guys?
Nice work there, Allie. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Well, he really lit it up. Maybe we'll see a repeat performance tonight.
He'll let it go from all around the arc. Matherin, not a three-point specialist, but more than capable.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Şengün. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Achua. Shepard's checked in for House. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Amen Thompson. Here's Shepard. Last game we saw him score 14. Launches it. Good on the triple.
Lethal from deep. Shepard will hurt you from there.
And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Furphy. And the Pacers another 3.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Shepard. Averages about 5 points a game. MP's shot is good.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Pacers trail by 5. Johnson right side. Pass to Toppin. And another 3 for Indiana.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, you came to the right place.
Now here's Capella. Hasn't made one yet. A 3 from MP. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Well, he has dictated the tempo this entire quarter, getting basically whatever he wants offensively.
A 3. Furphy, no good. Now Shepard, MP outside. Takes the 3. And no good in the last second attempt this time. MP getting it done for Houston. And he's supplying a lot of their offense with his three-point shooting. Knocked down 4 from distance in that quarter alone. Right back after this break. Welcome back to 2K's coverage of the Cup Championship game. We're so glad you could join us. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Houston.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
The guards are Van Vliet and Shepard. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Amen Thompson. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. Now, here's McConnell. What a tremendous game he played against Cleveland. And Fred Van Vliet is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Walker taking his time here. Three-pointers off the mark. Rockets leading by 5. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Shepard with the ball. Johnson on him. 5 on the clock. For 3, Van Vliet gets the three-pointer to fall. Van Vliet's got the lead up to 8 now for the Rockets. And Siakam with the basket on the assist by McConnell.
It's important that Siakam plays with confidence from there. I mean, when he does, the results are often like that one.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Houston making some changes. Şengün's checked in for Clint Capella. And MP subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. Halliburton's checked in for the Pacers. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. One interesting note about tonight's game. Unlike the rest of the Cup, Greg, this does not count towards the regular season standings.
Yeah, so each of these teams will play an extra game during the season. But, hey, you ask these guys, and they don't mind at all.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Amen Thompson, one of the most spectacular athletes in basketball. Coach Ime Udoka said he's so fast and explosive that he has the versatility to attack any matchup. Put a big body on him, he still has his advantages. We can put him anywhere in actions, and he can get downhill. Guys?
What an athlete. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. And here's Thompson. Whoa! He flew in there. Wow!
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. McConnell kicks to Siakam. Left side, Halliburton. Pass to Toppin. Now McConnell. Halliburton for 3. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Fires for 3. Not going to go that time. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. They trail by 7. Coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
In a hostile environment like that, the bench energy can really make a difference for your starters.
Now, here's Şengün. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Minnesota. The three from MP. The three is pure from MP.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
And so now a timeout called by Rick Carlisle. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. For the Rockets, Achua, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. House comes in for Amen Thompson. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Shepard. Indiana also making some changes. Isaiah Jackson, he's checked in for Siakam. Aaron Nesmith comes in for Walker. And it's Benedict Mathurin in for T.J. McConnell.
An effortless finish from Halliburton. The defense has to be more aware down low.
And when Tyrese Halliburton entered the NBA, Greg, scouts were worried about his shot release point.
It's definitely lower than you would teach, but by the same token, that's why he gets it off so quickly, making it a tough shot to contest.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
VanVleet outside. That's in. He's got two made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. VanVleet's a strong finisher for his size.
Back to Halliburton. Out to the right wing. Nesmith off target with his 3. Houston leading by 6. And they're pushing it up. Halliburton with the steal.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
They're going to have to be very patient right here. Let's see how it plays out.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Well, not all turnovers are created equal. Live ball turnovers lead to that.
From outside the arc. That one, no good. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive game so far. Rockets ahead, up by 4. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
I can say I've been pumped about this tournament, especially the last few weeks. But the semifinals, we're excited, and now.
And now let's take a glimpse at some of the games. And that's a halftime wrap.
You can feel the excitement. It's Las Vegas through and through. Thanks for joining us, everyone. We got the second half of the Cup Championship on 2K Sports. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
Pacers trail by 4. Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Siakam and Jackson make up the inside pair. The backcourt, Halliburton and Mathurin. And it's Nesmith in at the 3.
Gotta knock down that shot. When you don't, you're letting the defense off the hook.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
What heart by MP, running through contact there and converting.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
First team foul. At the line for Houston, MP. At the line, shooting
1. Free throw good, MP. And after the intensity of these last few NBA Cup games, do you all think it'll be hard for these teams to settle back into the regular season?
They'll have to adjust their mindsets for sure. back to thinking about the long haul, not the do-or-die scenario of the NBA Cup. And MP still gets the shot in the air. Other young guys might have folded under that foul, but he's able to get to the line.
And this will be his second and third shots at the line here. That free throw missing.
2 shots.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
A quiet but confident player. MP is one of those guys that lets his play do the talking most of the time. Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Now, here's Siakam. 6 points for him. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Siakam's got 9.
Yeah, you got to get out on that. Siakam demonstrating that ability to hurt you from beyond.
And despite all the accolades, GA, is it possible that Pascal Siakam is underrated?
Absolutely. Spicy P is one of the best two-way players in the league. Exceptionally versatile, and his impact goes beyond his impressive stat line.
I like the way they've established their offense to start the half. 3 straight makes.
And a wide open look for Halliburton. And Siakam throws it down.
And watch Siakam just spring up for those offensive boards. Athletic ability gets him to the ball so fast.
And now, Hallie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thank you, guys. Well, the Pacers are moving as one. Coach Rick Carlisle said the thing I love about this team is that we're a true team. We're a group that needs each other. We work at communication. We're collaborative. We make sure our guys have a voice, and we're all in it together. Back to you, Kevin.
They win by committee. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. Now, here's Şengün. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. And stolen by Siakam. And here we go. Fast break. Halliburton's got it. And it's Houston on the break. Houston moving it around. And here's MP for 3. Good for the basket. Number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
To the inside. It's deflected. Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's got his first basket of the night. And so, MP will bring it up for Houston. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. Pass to House. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Jackson.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Back to Nesmith. Halliburton for 3. Sinks the triple. Halliburton's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Pacers.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Şengün passes to MP. Pass to House. 6 to shoot. And here's MP for 3. He makes his 10th basket of the night from the field. He has missed 2 shots from the floor.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Kicks it out to Siakam. Halliburton, he's open. Again, Indiana.
Saw the defender closing, and Halliburton got it away in a hurry.
Out to the wing. Back to MP. Mathurin against Thompson. Down low. Here's Achua. No good. Good D by Siakam. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Halliburton. A shot's good on the assist by Siakam. Halliburton's got 7 points for the quarter.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Pass to MP. From downtown. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And so it's Houston going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've done a lot of great work from long range. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Well, the vision, the placement of the pass, and then the timing. You just can't do it any better.
Only 1 quarter left in this year's NBA Cup tournament. Fourth quarter getting going here. The guards are Van Vliet and Shepard. Clint Capella is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Thompson into the small forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now. McConnell. Here's Toppin. Oh, good on the triple. Rockets leading by 10. To the middle. Capella inside. Siakam's there. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. It's good from long range.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Toppin sets his screen for Siakam. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Pass to Shepard. Capella sets a screen for Shepard. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. So for the Rockets, Şengün comes in for Clint Capella. And MP subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. The Pacers also with a sub. Halliburton's checked in. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Pass to Toppin. A 3-ball. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Halliburton's got his 8th assist here tonight. MP against McConnell. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Buries it from 3-point range. Shepard's got the lead up to 13 now for the Rockets.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Now Siakam. A 15-footer. Connect on the jam.
Oh, the numbers speak for themselves. Siakam showing great versatility on the offensive end.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Achua, he's checked in for Houston. House comes in for Shepard. Then for the Pacers, Isaiah Jackson, he's checked in for Toppin. Aaron Nesmith comes in for Johnson. And it's Benedict Mathurin in for T.J. McConnell. The entire NBA Cup tournament has built to this moment in time. And clearly one team has answered the bell.
Yeah, they are getting after it. They've been the better team and looking plenty motivated. I'd be very surprised if they're not the ones hoisting the NBA Cup when this one's over.
Oh, good on the layup.
Well, that is a nice challenge at the rim. Really altered that shot.
Thompson, clean from outside.
This one has been all about Amen Thompson, a freakish athlete. When he gets rolling, there's just not much a defender can do.
Now, here's Siakam. Wide open. Rebounded by Thompson. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T connected cam. Here's Mathurin. No good from 3. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter. MP outside. So, Tim, when you played, you were one of the league's best sharpshooters. Did you ever look around and pick things up off of other guys you watch shoot the ball well?
No question. In fact, I learned a lot about how to move off the ball by watching other guys as I made my way through college and eventually became a pro. And even when I was in the league, I would study other players to pick up things on their footwork and how to get my release a little bit quicker.
Give me one player that you really studied hard.
Well, there's no question Del Curry was the guy I watched because he needed very little time to get that shot off, coming off of a screen. And unfortunately, several times I got there late against him and learned my lesson.
And it's on. Thompson against Mathurin. Now Jackson. And stolen by Şengün. Thompson inside. Defended by Mathurin. MP fires. The long shot, no good. Now here's Neesmith. He's guarded closely. Halliburton. Strong move off the glass.
The balance and focus. Halliburton able to power through contact and convert.
Substitution on the board.
MP. And they've done it. What a moment for this team to lift that NBA Cup over their heads. Pure glory.
It was a memorable journey to get to this point, a battle every step of the way. And you have to think this is a huge confidence boost for them moving forward. It proves they're ahead of the curve in terms of getting into postseason shape.
Now let's go to our sideline reporter, Dominic Hamill.
Thank you.